Hello, Rockstars. Do you know what you're looking at right now? Yes, you are looking at my sad city, but that's not all you're looking at. You're looking at Rise of Kingdoms being loaded on a PC. Yes, I am on Rise of Kingdoms PC. No, this is not a trial version. This is not a beta version, and definitely no, not on BlueStacks. Speaking of BlueStacks, we had a nightmare earlier today when we were trying to stream through BlueStacks, and I almost gave up on streaming altogether, but thank God it's a sign on the same day we got access to PC version of Rise of Kingdoms from the Rise of Kingdoms official Discord. Now in their Discord they gave us a link. I'll quickly show you where that link takes you. So when you click on that link, which I'll put in the description as well, it's going to take you to the Rise of Kingdoms official website. When you're on that website, which is rock.lilith.com/en, and then over here straight away, you don't have to scroll down all the way, you don't have to look at Boudica doing dodgy things with that massive barbarian. You just click on Windows or Mac App Store, whichever your computer type is. So I did click on Windows, and then on the left hand side of the screen something downloaded. I clicked on it, it just said install. I didn't need to know. I could be a 90-year-old grandma and I can still do it. So when you hit that download and install, it just automatically does it straight away on your desktop. You get an icon where it says Rise of Kingdoms. Obviously you click on it, and as soon as you click on it, my city popped up. Now my city may have popped up because I was trying, as much as I wasn't registered for the beta version, I was trying to kind of get into it, which is why my Google logins were there. So when you load it for the first time, what may happen is you may be asked to log in using your Facebook details or your Google login details. So basically what you have to do is you have to have your account linked with either Facebook or Google, and you can use them to log in into your original account when you logging in for the first time. Otherwise it may start a brand new account. I'm not too sure though, it may pick it up from your browser, but either way it's pretty easy. Now one new button here, which is the shortcuts. Let's have a quick look at it. So map zoom, this is the best thing, you know, the wheel that you have on your mouse. Let me quickly show you. So zoom in, zoom out. So it's just with that wheel of the mouse, which is great. So that's the first easy bit. Now let's look at what else is there. So we're looking at settings and shortcuts again. So you can do full screen, you can disable enable chat. Obviously that's very useful. Now some of this stuff is not that useful, but you can actually assign whatever you want. So rather than governor profile, rather than C, for example, if I want to have a P for profile, I can have that, and that's saved. You don't have to do anything. And if you close it, it'll be saved. And let me go out of everything and click on P. Hey, it's there. Now let's go into settings again, and then let's look at the useful stuff. So city, yes, you kind of need that space, big button to find your city, good idea. And then map is kind of zooming out in a way, so you can have a shortcut for that as well. Mail, no one kind of cares. And what do we care about next? The next thing we care about is this screen. So select all troop. So you know how you can double click on the right hand side where you have all the commanders, or you can click on all the commanders on the screen. So it's kind of a shortcut for that. And then, well, on the screen is S, and all troops, even if they are not on the screen, that's A. So if you're doing the side clicks, that's like A, and if you're doing the troops on the screen, then it's S. Well, actually I changed them. You can reset it, and then if you messed it up, you can reset it. It'll go to the default. It was something else, but I set it up ASD, obviously, guys. That's how the most useful, most closest buttons to your fingers. And then you have each single troop type, so you can have up to 7 marches, so 1 for each, so you can individually select all the troops as well. Now there's something else that you can do, which I did earlier, which was in settings, play with your display mode. Now I think this is what the system default picked up, so I can play around with it a little bit. Now it's fitting perfectly on my OBS capture screen, but then I can obviously play around with it and have a bigger screen and all that. Now I think this is good for me because this way I can play and read chat on the same screen. But in your case, if you're not streaming, if you're just playing, you can just go full screen and you don't have to worry about it. And there was a shortcut for that as well. So full screen, alter, enter, and that's easy, right? So these are the features that kind of came with it. Now I haven't explored as much, but then there's no fancy button where you can get to take out all the marches. So you still take out the marches just how you normally would, but then the experience seems a little bit smoother. Now speaking of smooth, I am farming right now because it's way past my sleep time. It's 1:30 a.m. but then I was depressed and couldn't kind of sleep because how bad the stream was with the lag. I mean, the stream was fun, but it's just the lag. So that's why I came back. Now let's zoom out. Let's zoom out quite a bit, and I think we had action somewhere here. Yes, we did. Now let's have a look at the action. So this is the screen where we are struggling. Is there action still? Well, not really. The fort is burning, and the reason why I'm looking at action is not to show you action, to show you that the screen doesn't lag or whatever at all. So action, and I am moving, and then sorry about making you feel dizzy. Now see, there's nothing called simplified graphics, which is great. Now let's have a look at a KvK. Now just from memory, a friend of mine said 1555 had some fighting going on, but that's hours ago, so I don't know whether they're still fighting. So let's have a look at 1555 and see if we can. Is that a oh, that's a massive Lost Kingdom. Okay, let's have a look at that. I don't think it's live action. I mean, it is live, but I don't think it's too much of an action. So I think he mentioned FC something. Let's have a look. So all we are checking here is if we can look at some sort of fighting and then try to cast using this and stream using this. So I'm recording now. It's not lagging. I don't think when streaming it would lag too much. Well, there's not that big a fighting, but then the screen seems very smooth. Never have to. I'm gonna uninstall BlueStacks right now. I hate BlueStacks. I never hated anything in the streaming world more than BlueStacks. Well, there isn't much in the streaming world that I know about yet. I mean, I'm kind of new, but then still. Okay, so there you go, guys. Let's not make it longer than it has to be. The PC version is out there and you can play smoothly. Your experience playing on a PC, if you had an older phone, then it's going to improve quite a bit. If you had a fancy phone or a fancy tab, then it doesn't improve that much because it's a lot easier to play on PC, on your mobile device, as long as it's a new device. But then this is like godsend for someone like me who are struggling with streaming on a laptop, because I do have a gaming laptop, I just don't have a PC like at all. So yeah, there you go. Hope you guys liked this. I mean, you guys probably figured it out anyways, but then just in case if you didn't read the messages, here it is. And I hope to see you guys on live stream. Now that we are not gonna lag, fingers crossed, there's no reason not to show up. So see you tomorrow. Bye for now.